Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, aka Ghostbuster, and today I'm doing a quick review of God Damn the Garden on Xbox. Now, this game was developed by Agelvik and published by Ratalaika Games, and they were kind enough to send me a copy for this review, so big thank you to them for that. Now, the game was released on the 14th of October 2022, and it's a FPS game that harkens back to sort of the classic sort of Doom style of gameplay and that sort of old school early 90s blocky chunky sort of graphics. Now, basically, you play as this skeleton and you have to work through a variety of rooms, and basically the plot is you need to see if you're worthy or not of becoming the next king of badass heaven. Now, the game is interesting in its sort of presentation. Like, I love the sort of old school blocky textures and the sort of character models and stuff like that. I love that. I love how it looks. I love how it feels. Has a very classic sort of FPS feel to it with the sort of strafing left and right, the jumping and that sort of thing. However, that's probably the best bit of the game for me. It does have some sort of crude humour in it as well, like very randomised humour as well. If you like sort of that kind of humour, you'll probably be really into this game. If not, it may sort of go straight over your head and you'll not understand it. But other than that, it's a short sort of hour or two length, depending on your skill level, and you work through the game, sort of shooting your way through a variety of enemies, from sort of like t-shirt looking skull demons, spiders, like wall like demons shooting things out of the walls at you, and you just work your way through a variety of rooms, sort of progressing through them. Now, as you progress through the rooms, you will light these sort of skeleton torches, which are sort of checkpoints, and the game feels very much like an FPS roguelite in the way you'll sort of die, restart from where your last checkpoint was, keep going onwards and onwards. Now, as you're exploring the worlds, there are these flaming skeleton heads, like these skulls to collect. So there is reason to sort of go back through and sort of explore the environments, try and find things. Also, the sort of like side quests that you can speak to people and they'll give you sort of side quests to do. However, most of the environments all look this muddy brown sort of slop colour. There isn't a huge amount of variety to them, and like I say, because the game is only about an hour, you'll be through it in no time. Now, overall, like I say, the game isn't expensive. It's $4.99 at retail, but it's currently on sale for launch at $3.99. And it is an easy 1000 gamer score if you can put up with it and work your way through it. But it's very sort of basic sort of AI. They just sort of run at you. It very much feels like the old Aliens games that I used to play on the PS1, where they just come running at you and it's like waves. Now, your gun has sort of two options. You've got like the standard fire and then the sort of burst fire. Your health is shown in your little skeleton hand, and you can sort of replenish them from like plants that you find around. However, you do, like you can see on the screen there, you do get killed quite a lot from just like mass sort of flooding of enemies in front of you. And while I do really love the sort of retro visuals, I think they look very charming. They look very old school, and like I love these sort of generic animations on the character, how you're running and stuff like that. The overall gameplay is lacking. Now, for the price of $4.99, you can't complain too much. Like I say, you're going to get a couple of hours out of it, but it's one of those games, if you're not going for the achievements, you'll probably play once through and you'll probably never play it again, unfortunately. But it has like the core sort of mechanics and everything that could be great. I just feel like it could use maybe like more expansion to it, some things tweaking, some things changing. If they ever do a sequel or like a follow up in the same vein, they've got a solid base to work on. It's just missing something to make it really enjoyable, and that's why I can't fully recommend it completely. But if you're like me and you've got like a fascination for like old school visuals, check this game out. Like I say, it's available right now on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. Supports smart delivery and it's optimized for Xbox Series X and S with 4K resolution and 60 FPS. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content. Bye for now.